Hello, it's your girl, Be More, your support broker, and it's Tough Topic Tuesday. Every Tuesday, we take a look at a tough topic, talk about it, and maybe come up with some solutions so the topic is not so tough. Today, we are talking to a mom who has a daughter who's 19 years old and has a diagnosis of intellectual disability with an IQ of 67 and a mood disorder, and she has been diagnosed with ODD, which is oppositional defiant disorder. That's a tough one because it's hard to come to common ground when that ODD flares up. So she states that she worked hard. She had a goal of getting through high school, and they both worked hard, her and the mom and the daughter, to get her graduated with a diploma from the occupational track. Also, I'm not sure if I mentioned she is from North Carolina. And so she worked hard to graduate, get her diploma using from the occupational track. And so now her life as an adult with intellectual disabilities has begun. Because once you finish school and graduate, that's exactly what happens. So then mom goes on to state that she has had trouble basically. The rest of the letter goes on to state that the post goes on to state that her daughter had a few working job opportunities and volunteer opportunities while she was in school. Um, it was not consistent. She struggled to maintain them, but apparently she did enough to take her skills and find a job when she graduated. And she had a job at first, started making 40. Started out working 40 hours a week, and because of the ODD, because of some other things, the business owner has had to gradually over time decrease her hours um, to just about 25 hours per week, which is not a lot. And she didn't state, but I would probably surmise that she's probably making minimum wage. And she also didn't state whether or not she really liked the job or not. But all that has accumulated in the fact that now mom says that what a benefit it was for her to go to school every day, 5 days a week. And she totally misses it because now mom and dad have to try to modify their work schedule in order to take her to work or to any activities that she has to get to. And it's difficult because there's no transportation and now there's no money. Now, mom also has stated that let's see, I have it written here, that she applied for Medicaid years previously, but she was denied. And so she ends the letter with saying that, she just wants some suggestions, some uh, ways of handling this. Bro, we got a lot to unpack here. There are a few things I want to touch on, and I'm going to have at it. First of all, they are in North Carolina. Every state is different when planning for services and supports for your adult with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Um, there's no federal law saying this has to happen, that has to happen. Every state runs their Medicaid plan or their disability plan different. So my suggestion would be to immediately start with the ARC of North Carolina. That's ARC, ARC of North Carolina. That's an organization that will put you on the right path to assembling a support team for your daughter. They are familiar with the state's regulations, what the state has to offer. Every state has one. I will always start with the ARC, and they will point you in the right direction. Now, she says her daughter's 19. Now, I just got finished saying every state is different, but one place where federal law is with the idea Education Act, all students that have disabilities are eligible, entitled to stay in school until they are 21 years old. Some states are even 22, I believe. So I encourage that. I talk to parents all the time. Not unless you have a solid plan, a solid goal, a solid trajectory. I encourage all parents to allow their students the ability to grow into themselves by remaining in the high school setting until they're 21. Um, you have more opportunity to take care of, you get more opportunity to train for a job, more opportunities to solidify what life is going to look like as an adult with intellectual disabilities, but in a safe environment. It's a transition to moving from school to adulthood, and it doesn't happen overnight. So I would always encourage families to take advantage of that. It's no hurry. Um, I like the fact that she has her diagnosis in place because she's definitely going to need that moving forward. When it comes to getting services and supports, you have to have it on paper. It has to be written, it has to be documented somewhere. A lot of us don't say we don't want our children to be labeled, we don't want them to be stigmatized. Well, you have to have the label to get the support and the services. And unfortunately, life is more than a label. Your child is more than what a diagnosis says they are, but the diagnosis will, in fact, open up a world of supports and services where they can shine and show how great they are. Now, but they need the support. So having said that, I like the fact that she has all those things in order. Now, she made a statement that she was not eligible for Medicaid. She and her husband may have made too much money for the child to get SSI, but now that she is 19, now that the daughter is 19, SSI is based on her income. And at 25 hours a week, I am quite certain that she's not making she's probably more than eligible to receive SSI. She has a diagnosis and she has the income requirements. And so I would encourage mom to go back with her daughter's information and reapply. It's probably highly likely that she will get approved because, as she states, when she was in school, uh, taking care of a child was no problem, but now her child's adult and there's transportation, there's clothing for work, there's money for lunch, and et cetera, et cetera. All the expenses that every adult has, her child now has. But with a limited ability to make the funds to support that lifestyle, you're going to need some help, and SSI is available for her. And so I think I may have covered everything, and also reach back in school and see if there are any teachers, paraeducators, moms of other students with disabilities, reach back and see what they're doing and see if they would have any suggestions for support. You'd be surprised. That's a wealth of information, a wealth of support of people who know your child as intimately sometimes as you do and would be more than willing to help you with transportation and other issues like that. So that was our Tough Topic Tuesday. Transitioning to adulthood from high school is always tricky, but it can be done with proper planning and a little ingenuity and a little thinking outside the box. Hope you guys have a great day.